Hello, welcome to the Reframing Mindset podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity, practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day. Okay, now welcome back to Reframe Mindset podcast. My name is Carson Brooks, and this episode I'm gonna talk about the 3 month update. 3 months update because who would have thought I made it to 3 months, but I'm here, and so the 3 months would basically should be the end of the probation date. But they don't say anything about that, so so theoretically it should be end, but I don't see anything said about that. And I'm still in training phase. So but the end of 3 months, I can say that I've been better than the first day. I'm way better than the first day. Because if you know from the first day, I was a novice in this field. Novice. It's a field that basically work that's basically centered around my weakest point, which is communication. And I have to be doing that 8 hours a day. So from where I was when I started until now, it's a huge increase. And the different reason for that is because actually went in willing and understanding why I actually took that job. So that's the difference. I understand why exactly I took that job. It's a job that hired me, but the difference between then, because I applied for jobs in this field before. My difference between when I applied then and now is that I was more confident in myself. I mean, my more self worth. Know exactly what I could get from the job, and I was able to explain that more better. So I think that so I think that was one of the things that kind of made me get the job. And when I get the job, I went in there. I said, okay, every day I'm trying to focus and maximize this skill. So that's the reason. So I knew my why, and because I knew my why, that was the thing that kind of helped me to reach this far. Because like, there were some days I still wanted to quit. Like right now, I'm still having days where I just still want to quit. Even though I'm getting better, I just still want to quit because like the work is really it's 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 really most time no love. No love. It's like really draining. So you have to really be mentally strong to actually can last in it. But when you know your why, you can this the same thing when you know your why can be almost anyhow. I've been being a lot of house for a while. So I made it 3 months. And yeah, there's so much that I learned, and you witnessing in the podcast, there's so much that I learned, and there's still so much more I could learn. Because the thing about it is that on the first day they told about the different spaces you actually could go. So I started out as a customer service agent. I guess I could mention that now. But there's a lot more places you can go in the company. Like for example, you could become the person that was training us when we just came in. You could become that person. You could become one of the person that is basically that were training us when we're on the production floor, when we're actually taking the calls. We could be that person as well because those persons and the same person that trained us were all agents at one point. Uh, they were all at the bottom at one point, but they stick around and put in the work, and they become the one that train us for the work, and then train us to become competent person around the phone. We can become HR person. We can become a lot of places in the field. So the thing is that because we reached this far, that we don't doesn't mean that we are at those positions as yet. What happened is that we are one step closer because going to the next 3 months, going to the next 3 months, I'm more of an employee And then what happened now is that we're getting it's like we're really employing now. So we're basically doing the work and then we're getting the criticism. So right now we're in a position where we can get fired. If we get fired, we can get um violations because while if you mentioned before you heard that we have the ability to gain bonus, well we have things called violations, and if we have violations, we it can cost us money, which will be taken out of our bonus. It could cost us, get us to warning where we actually go to the HR and we have to explain ourselves. I know next thing is we can get fired. So what happens is that while we reach this foreign and like all these stuff, the risk is more higher. We have a lot more to lose. We have a lot more to lose now because what happens now is that the more competent we get, the more the company says, okay, we can kind of take off the training wheels now off these person, but even though we're taking the training wheels, you can't be you can't just slack off. You have to actually do the work and do it competently. Because if not, if you're not doing it competently, it costs us millions. And if it costs us millions, we're taking it out of your bonus. That's how it works. That's how it works. So that's what making it this far is. You're getting the benefits of the company, a lot of the benefits that you get to reap, but the risk is more higher. The risk is more higher. So you have to be so you're not on the training wheels yet. And the thing is, you're still at the bottom. You're basically just the basic person in the company still. That's the thing. You unlock. So if you listen to the episode, you'll see all these things that have unlocked, but you're still just a basic person in the company. And the thing about it is that as I recall this, there are new person now being training where I was at the beginning, there are new person at that level now that they're training. So there's nothing that can stop them to say if I'm slacking out, say, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna fire you because I'm training 10 more people just like you already." And they may be coming in better because the thing about it is that most of these people when I came in, there were people from other customer service field that was coming in to work in there. So um when I was when I was going for this business, there were people coming from other customer service areas that have done the work, have more couple months experience, so they're not rookies. So if I'm slacking off, there's no there, there are people that could be better than me. So I that's why I always have to be on the top of my game because I'm coming in as a rookie, they are not. But yeah, so that's the thing. But the thing about it is that I knew my why as to why I come in there now. So I that's the reason why I last so long. The the thing is they are more competent, maybe more competent in the field, but they would take it because they their why could be more basic than my why. That's the reason why I could last so long after the bad start. I could last so long because my why is vivid in me more and yeah. So for example, they last long a good while as well, but I know exactly why I was taking the job, and then when I got in the job, I saw the benefits I could get from it. The thing about it is that those benefits to them, they may already have it. May already got it from the other company. So when they got come here, they don't see the treasure like how I see it. I see the vision, and I'm like, wow, bro. But they don't. They only see the maybe they through the experience already. Be like, oh yes, but yeah, they just come here because oh, it's a better pay or something like that. So so that's the thing. That's the thing. The difference is I'm coming in with a new lens. And when I'm coming with a new lens, it's like they don't see they may not able to see what I'm seeing. We're both getting the same benefits, but they are not seeing we're not as another song would say, we are asleep but have different dreams. So it's that's the thing. We are coming to do the same job, but we all have different reasons why we're doing the job. And I know what I'm doing the job for, and I know, and I'm reaping the benefits. So that's so another 3 months. The next 3 months, will I make it to another 3 months? I don't know. But the thing is, I'm more competent now. So there's more I could upgrade, unlock. For example, the insurance benefits. Um, I maybe soon be able to unlock that as well. So like dentist stuff, doctor work, and stuff like that can be more subsidized. That's wild. That's what you kind of get for lasting this 3 months and pushing on. You unlock that. That's a huge upgrade for yourself. For yourself, the unlock insurance and stuff like that. That's really a great upgrade for yourself if you're starting from nothing. So, that means if you listen to most of the episode, they mention when I talk about health is very important. Well, by reaching this far in in your employment status in a company, you unlock the ability to keep yourself more healthy with the assistance of the company that you're working with. So there's a lot of benefits to they're unlocking more benefits, but the more you can gain, the more stricter the rules is, the more you have to say, okay, where they say like, yo, I'm giving you all this, so you have to actually put in the work so you can keep this. Basically what each month is like. Yo, I'm giving you this, so you have to be able to do your part. I'm giving you this, so you have to be able to do your part. Can't be giving you this and not doing your part. So that's basically how it is. So I'm grateful to reach this far because if I never reach this far, I would see all these things and there's more to get. Because the thing about it is that the more longer that I last, the more entrenched and the more I'm getting into the company where I'm known, where people like I've seen the changes. Like when I just started training most of the people, like what my supervisor, my lead at the time, he was cool. He was cool because he was leading us and he was trying to train us, so he was cool. But other leads were like, yo, they were giving us cold shoulders and stuff like that. But they were helping, but they, you know, it's like supervisor to agent. That's how it rolled. But as we move on and we progress, they soften up a little more, they become more friendly. And then now when I reach this far at the end of the third month, they're becoming more friendlier. Like you're one of them that gave me this harsh criticism in my night week, becoming more friendly and stuff like that. So it's like, yo, that's the next benefit of the reaching the so far in employment. Like, yo, you're becoming more ingrained in the company. So most of these workers now they're not seeing you as a trainee person or you're becoming an employee. I'm more like their their friend. Even though even though I have people that say, oh, there's no friend in your company and stuff like that. So because and it's true because in the day when you're getting fired, you're not getting fired with your friend. You're getting fired. They don't friend the company, but what happens is that they're getting more friendly, more you see more as an employee, so there's more there's more benefit for them to be friendly with you so that you're able to perform more in the company so that the company can rise higher. So they could get more benefits, so I could get more benefits and all those stuff. That's that's the thing. The whole shoulder that we were getting it started kind of being getting looser and looser as we made the progress. And there's a lot more stuff you can unlock un, um by reaching this far and making those people start um become more friendly to you. Like for example, what happen is you start to do more your work more competently, they're more likely to recommend you for promotions where they could say maybe by the end of the year they say, okay, yeah, I recommend Colin because he was a star in the training that upgrade and came from so far. I recommend him to train the new person that is coming in for the next year and stuff like that. And then so that's basically how that's basically a lot of the things you can upgrade, you can unlock from reaching this far, and there's so more. So I won't really spend more time in this because there's a lot of more episodes coming out about the employment thing that I've learned so far, and that's in just 3 months. There's so much that you can learn because the episode that are coming out is my first hand experience. It's just giving you my reaction now. So it's like there's so much you can learn and so much you can apply. And the thing about it is that reaching this far, I realized that starting a business is really complex, really complex. I'm giving you all this game, but I'm just an employee at the bottom, bro. That's that's how much value you can get from just being an employee at a common competent company. That's how much game you can get just by reaching this far. And there's so much more you can get if you reach far further. If I become a supervisor, if I become a when I so it's like there's so much more. So that's basically for this episode. Yeah. Thanks for listening. I look for the next episode. Mhm.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.
Increase in quality. Increase in quality. I don't know why this episode came about was that as I said I'm an employee. I was employed for a while now, so I was getting income. And what happened was, so if you follow the Reframing Mindset podcast, the Instagram page or the Twitter page or the Facebook page, you realize that the snippets that I create, you I use a certain tool that it was a certain tool that I was used to create them. And what happened was this tool was it was free, so I was able to do what I want for free. But it has certain limitations. The free version, it has certain limitations that I was able to accept because now back then the podcast was just a hobby.